Hey y'all, I'm Captain Redby and making videos of my beginner journey through the FGC. In this video I'm going to go over Vatista's 4-1 mission combo. This is the combo to learn as it has most of what you'll need to get her more optimal combos down and her bread and butter, which just replaces the last section of this combo. Vatista is a charge character with negative edge, and if you have no idea what that means, don't worry, I'm going to go over that in just a bit. If you do know what that means and you just want some tips and tricks trying to land this kind of menacing initial combo, you can skip ahead to where I actually give some of those tips and tricks. What a charge character is you have to hold a direction before quickly switching to another and then hitting a button, so like this. You see that I held up for a little bit and then went down, hit A to get her A drill, and that's what you're going to need to do twice in this combo. The reason why, as a beginner, I actually really like charge inputs is because I'm really bad at doing clean 2-3-6 and 6-2-3 inputs, and Vatista doesn't have any of those. So call it a crutch, call it what you want, but it's fun for me. If you aren't familiar with numpad notation, so you don't know what 2-3-6 or 6-2-3 means, pause this video and check out the link in the description. I'll have a primer on understanding what numpad notation is there. It's not super complicated. Moving on to negative edge, you can think of that as like a reverse button press. So for normal moves, you would hit a button to get the move, while for negative edge, you would hold a button. You see I'm holding A, B, and C, and when I let go, I get her gems. The amount of time that you have to hold a button for specific moves isn't consistent across games, characters, or even the moves themselves. So you're going to want to check the specific character's wiki to see how long you have to hold the input before, getting that charge input. It's something you'll get a feel for the more you play with the character. The most important thing I learned that might seem obvious to a veteran is that you don't only have to hold that input and nothing else. Like, you see, I can jump around and throw out moves, and then as soon as I flick down, I can get that drill. And same with like the negative edge stuff. So I can jump around, I'm holding B and C, get the drill, and then get gems. This is like what helped me a lot, just at least understanding how to do charge and negative edge moves. A good thing to note is about charge inputs is holding diagonal will charge both horizontal and vertical inputs. So holding one will charge both left for Vatista's ball or up for her flash kick. What's important is the direction you switch to. You'll notice that if I go diagonal to diagonal, I'm going to get flash kick. So keep that in mind that it's going to prioritize the vertical input. With all that out of the way, let's actually go to doing this combo. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you now. Hopefully it doesn't take too many attempts and I have to edit things out. This is what not warming up does to somebody. Alright. UNICLR also has a neat feature that lets you show the combo being done by just holding up and select like that. So it'll just do the combo for you. It's a good way to see how it is. A last general tip is this fancy feature in UNICLR's mission mode called Battle Speed. I've met a few people who've been playing longer than I have that don't know about this. So if you go into the options and go to Battle Speed, you can slow down the game like that. So if you're having trouble like doing a tricky section because you feel like it's coming by too fast, you can slow the game down to just get the muscle movements and work on it and try it again. Notice that for this combo in particular, and actually all of Vatista's combos, it shows you when to hold and release buttons, but doesn't say when you should start charging for your charge inputs. So I'm going to put on screen when I started charging. which helped me out and is kind of how I've gotten to it. So for this first one right here, this first A drill, you'll start holding up basically as soon as your 5B starts coming out. So you'll see that like on the input tracker, like within like 10 frames of when I hit B, I'm charging. Sometimes you'll get a jump before your B comes out, but that's how you can get that the required charge duration before that first A drill comes out. You'll do the same thing for the delay 5B later in the combo. Just make sure you hold 8 instead of 9 because you're going to want to jump straight up and down. On screen now, as you'll see, the places I had the most trouble were getting this combo down consistently. The spots highlighted in green are spots that have helped me by just taking a quick breath before hitting the button. The timing doesn't say there's a delay, but I found that the delay symbols aren't super helpful at times. Like the first two of this combo, the delay JB and A drill, I've never been able to hit the buttons fast enough to like whiff the combo. I think the delay is there specifically to give you extra time to charge, but if you start charging as soon as you hit the 5B, you're gonna be fine. For the 2C, you'll want to hold, you'll want to wait just before Vatista finishes spinning around after landing from her drill. So, like right as she's done spinning, you're gonna throw out the C to get at, otherwise it's gonna be a little too late. I don't personally like relying on staring at a character model to get the combo because from what I understand it's kind of a bad habit, but if you really can't get the timing down, try and take a few attempts watching Vatista and waiting for her to get that spin down and then throwing out the 2C. And then once you get a feel for the timing, you can stop staring at the character. The timing on this 2A was a huge hang up for me as well. You really want to take that breath. For the first half of the combo, you can do pretty fast without worrying about the timing. Like, you could just throw out these buttons as fast as you can, and you're going to get it. But once you get to that 2C, and especially with the 2A, like, the combo really starts to slow down in terms of how fast you have to hit it. And because the timings are kind of tight, you can't just, like, mash it. And because you need to do your negative edge input, so you can't mash it, because if you accidentally let go, then you're going to need to hold it again, and it's just easier to get the timing down than to mash and then remember to get the finger back on the button to charge. If the 2A doesn't come out when you're trying to do this, like... Well, I guess I can just do the combo now. If that 2A doesn't come out, then you're hitting it a little too early. And if it does come out and you whiff, then it's too late. For this 2C release, I really don't know why there isn't a delay symbol, because you can absolutely release it way too early. If you release it immediately, like as soon as you can, it will actually get detonated by the previous detonation, and you'll mess up the combo. So just wait until height is up in the air before letting go. The window is pretty forgiving as to when you can let go. Like, there's a pretty wide range of being a little early or a little late and still be able to finish the combo. But as long as you're not like detonating the gem immediately after it's getting released, you're probably going to be fine. This one hit 5B can be a bit tricky, but you'll cancel the move into a gem, meaning that if you get 2 hits, you either release too late or too early. The mistake I made a lot while doing this was releasing A at the same moment that I hit B, which means the gem doesn't come out. So try not to get in that habit. Try and just wait for you to hit that B button before you let go of A, rather than just like swapping your fingers around. And you should get the cancel. And then with all that, I'll do one more demonstration. Hoping to get it first try, but there you go. I hope that I can save you a bit of time getting this combo down and telling you things that I learned while struggling through it. Let me know in the comments if it helped or if there were any tips and tricks that you did to get this combo down, and have a great day.